seem low off. Okay, fix itself. Pretty much all of that, and pretty much all of this. I named one of these white iron boxes. Yeah, I need to place those banners with GDI and nod banners. Pretty much they have here is a refinery, a reactor, a storage facility, and a pretty much it's a garage facility. And these buildings actually enter inside. This one you actually go below ground to see where the place get where the vehicles get assembled, and the elevator that takes them up. I have in here some of their old tanks. My original version of the tank I saw from Jet Memory, and then the one I actually saw by looking at a cutscene and noticing the tracks are a bit bigger and then the back ones are a bit wider. As well as the head of the tank looking like a Scorpion tank. I also built some of their hover cars, gave this one a Gauss rifle, and a Tiberium storage facility. Right, one. You can enter this room to see how much of it is filled up. A computer to keep track of the inland pipe dropping Tiberium going through. And most of this place is actually buried under a desert mound here. The pipe actually goes all the way from the basin there all the way in here. Next is the reactor, which took a little while. Okay, I had to find Generation 1 reactor blueprints, which was not that easy. Once I found it, I built what I could see. Building round objects like this boomerang half was not that easy, but I managed to do it. Side, it has again a computer watching the inland pipe for Tiberium to get melted down and pretty much used as fuel. I have the Generation 1 harvesters here. But this took a little while to do since trying to make a bug shape in Minecraft ain't easy. But I managed to do it. Gave them a grindstone to basically act like little crushers. Grab crystal, pull in, crush, and storage tank on their back. And actually go inside these things. Oh, not this again. Yeah, sometimes I forget. Don't close the top hatch or you will be stuck in there. And there, refinery bay. With pretty much the two places that were running command before the GDI sent the new one in, was pretty much their factory and the Tiberium plant since their first uh, MCV was destroyed during an audit attack. In actuality, the Dutch we wanted their harvester sunk under the sea, container broken, and Tiberium crystals growing out. And here's a small Tiberium patch. Go water and pretty much hit to collect the resource to head back to HQ slash processing. Oh, down and then get the two separated. I also have a couple of their vehicles actually buried in the desert. Hey, hey. Over here is the Nod forces. One of the Nod vehicles also buried. And another one that is, well, just flooded. All the way over here. This is when I first started building a bunch of Nod vehicles and stuff. Because looking for Nod equipment and stuff was a lot more easier than trying to find GDI versions. Made the little thing, made the small little tank, and the two tank holders. All the stuff you see, it actually was natural. I just came in and did a little decorating up. Next was the power plants I made. Which, well, they have a buttload of furnaces in here to keep this place operational. The first time I managed to make one of these Nod vehicles. This is the second iteration. The first one did not have the nose piece at the front, and nor the vent back here in the blast furnace. I made the Vengeance Strike Fighters, or well, Vengeance Attack Aircraft. The little storage container holding the blue Tiberium. There's the blue and green, though I have heard there was a rare red and purple one. So, might do those. Inside Nod Command, wow, huge. Yet this is a cat I found in the wild. Pretty much the local map zoomed out the enemy base sonar scan or base sonar scan and then the one layer down from us. As you can see by the edge bit of the air platform. I made a air raid platform with two more. Hey. Pretty much each one of these buildings going to, though both of them are mostly empty. This one I just slapped a load of bunk beds in. The Hornet fighters, you can also enter pretty much a bunch of these vehicles you can actually enter. They are they are Minecraft scale. I made two little base makers. The light vehicle bay, which is rather small, only have two command staffs, and where the vehicles are parked when they're fully assembled. And the, well, iron boxes, which are just shulker shells. Oh, yeah, just renamed. There. The light ones here, I have assembled the my first interpretation of the Raider buggy. The Raider buggy, the Raider bikes. Just Raider buggy, the bikes be assembled out here, well, any other light armored vehicle. And then I made the heavy armored version, which is, well, you can tell a lot bigger. It produced the Scorpion tank, which those weren't easy to produce. The Scorpion tank, the Stealth tank, the updated Raider buggies, and again, each one of these things you can actually hop inside. And since the heavy armor one is much more bigger, everything inside is a lot more bigger. It has itself its own little private command center. Just in case the primary one goes down, this one can pull double duty. Inside here we have a small refinery. Well, assembly bay basically. And the area where, well, pretty much this lowers down, slams down and pretty much opens up the bay for, well, pretty much the vehicle. Say, you need the components, it's for, say, a Scorpion tank or a Raider buggy. This thing produces the individual materials you need and drops them out right here for you to collect and easily assemble your vehicles and get them out to the battlefield quickly. Here's one of those Raider buggies that, well, never got finished. A natural village. Well, a natural abandoned village. Looked like the villagers came packing some serious firepower to, well, pretty much destroy a bunch of this stuff. I mean, seriously, the church stairs here are gone. At the top of this place is a lot of their food, actually. I made a red alert one little supply depot that you can also get in. I first made out what it looks like, and then I changed it up to fit with the village. You can go on top to fix the ventilation system, and you can head inside. Inside, just some barrels with nothing in them. office room, office chair, and a little bit of a sleeping quarters. The holding facility, the office, and the crane. Hang on. It, why don't I just use... Okay, that would have made a lot more... Okay, that would make a lot more sense of how to frick this thing moving. Ay, ay, ay. There is the normal Hooded Blood, my brother's, and my wife's versions of it. This is my wife's version of the Brotherhood and Odd group. Purple color scheme, and this is their banner. A flower surrounded by a magenta flower surrounded by a gray plant surrounded by the Brotherhood logo. Oh. Really, Casey? Did you... Really? You peed your... Yes, yes, you did. Ay, ay, ay. You peed yourself and didn't alert anyone. Really?
Just say hello, Casey.
Hello, Casey, and bye, Casey. Anyway, getting back on track. Here's some Generation 1 not tanks. Well, my best interpretation of them. Kinda hard to see in the in-game models. Since, well, low are the graphics. Doesn't tell you much of what the tank looks like. First one I made was a tank destroyer. These are proper tanks. And my wife's not base, which is on an island. Surrounded by ocean. Ah. Oh wait up. Really? Ay, that's like the 7th ocean monument I found. And of course I find ravines with well, I always seem to have the best luck at finding ravines. No matter what world I spawn in. Anyway, for all you giant Mass Effect fans, I made a Cerberus HQ on the planet. With a helipad, and you can enter it. First area, the reception. Downstairs. This is going to be where pretty much deals are made out and stuff, but I haven't finished it. Next room below that, the recruitment station for more soldiers. Well, they have the storage pass and these are actually massive walls that are supposed to do, well, pretty much, I mean, breaking stuff. These will slam down wherever these arches are to lock the area down. You're thinking, how can the soldiers get out into this area? Well, the soldiers have these trapdoor vent to get to one location to another. On this side, this group can go outside to do the fighting. While on the other side, and also each one have their own ventilation system so they don't suffocate. This group pops right into the scientist area to defend the scientist group. And also where that money is. Below them it's going to be the reactor and stuff, but you can tell I'm not finished with that section yet. Pretty much this thing goes right through the entire desert mountain. If you're on foot and you're trying to get in this place, you have to do some parkour. Especially, yeah, why the parkour is a little difficult. And for your StarCraft players, you might know this. Yep, I made a small Zerg base infecting the upper portions of a mountain range. I pretty much flooded the entire upper range of the mountain, laying for the grass die off, then quickly drop a bunch of mycelia and then spread. It it tended to spread a bit further than I thought, since apparently mycelia spreads faster on dirt blocks than grass does. As you can tell. It was supposed to be contained by, well, pretty much right here. But that block everything else would be grassland. But you could probably tell that they did not want it planned. This was the first Zerg base I made. You had to crouch to get in. Down here you find a cartographer. And the map I had to update. I always have to update maps I forget about. Always the bloody maps I forget about. If. Anyway, they have a Zerg hive base, a engineer, well, their own version, the upgrade station, a spawning pool, and a hydralisk den. A lot of Zerg little nodes here and all the way out. Here is a level 3 version of the same base. The upper little spike tendrils up here, you can pretty much change how you want them. And there's one more base across the sea. Now, I remember where it was. There it is. The Yoop. Yep, made a little Chinese. It's not Chinese and Japan style village out here. There aren't any good villagers with a Chinese or Japanese skin texture, so I'm using the normal villagers for that. They have a lot of bowmen out here. They keep themselves sustained with their gardening and hunting. They have a village well that actually is built right on top of a natural water hole that form. I just built the well right on top of it. Again, they have themselves a blacksmith group. And I'm incorporating the little secret like rooms and stuff. For this one, it's just a hidden bed. First building I made was the freaking Shogun's house. 2 bells signify it, and it's big. Lots of doors, has itself a basement, which, well, if you guys have any idea what I should fill the basement with, go ahead. And a natural cave that actually tunneled right all the way through the basement. It ends up right there. So you want to go all sneaky sneaky, you can. In the other room, it's just, well, a map of the location. At the top is the bedroom and a smaller map of said location. I'm using a bunch of birch stuff since, well, it looked like all that. Look like old Japanese and Japan stuff. And there's a buttload of fishermen here too. Since, well, near the freaking ocean. I also put the Empire of the Rising Sun vehicles. My first interpretation of their, well, helicopter transformer mech. I have it placed down here since I built this one, and then I built a much more simple or small one, and I couldn't decide which one. So I asked my wife which one of these was better.